Hey guys, it's Rock here, and in today's video I wanted to go through the cross-class skills that are available to you if you're playing as a White Mage. Now, as with all jobs, you have a total of 4 abilities that you can take over from other classes, and in the case of the White Mage you have 2 subclasses to choose from. These are Arcanist, where the highest level spell possible that you can take is level 34, and Thaumaturge, where the highest level spell you can take is 26. We'll go into more detail about what they are later on in the video. So kicking off today, we're going to start with the spells that you aren't going to want to look twice at, because ultimately they're pointless for a White Mage. First up is Physic, which is available as a level 4 Arcanist. Has a potency of 400, a cast time of 2 seconds, and a recast time of 2.5 seconds. The reason you don't want to take this up as a White Mage is because you already have access to Cure, which is essentially the same spell. As a White Mage, Cure even provides you with an additional effect of having a 15% chance that your next Cure 2 that's cast will cost no MP, so taking Physic would really be a waste of a slot here. The second spell that you're going to want to be avoiding is Ruin, which is a direct damage dealing spell with a potency of 80. It's got a 2.5 second cast time with a 2.5 second recast time. Now, as a White Mage, you already got access to Stone, which has the same cast and recast times but deals damage with a potency of 140, which is an additional 60 over Ruin. And it also has the additional effect of adding the heavy debuff, so there's really no need to be taking Ruin here instead. So now we can move on to the spells that you're going to want to consider for your White Mage job, and we'll start off these set of spells by finishing off the ones that you can gather from Arcanist. The first is Virus, which is a debuff that you put up on the enemy target, which is available from level 12. As a subclass spell, this reduces the target's strength and dexterity by 15% for 10 seconds. It's an instant cast spell and has a recast time of 90 seconds. It's a really nice debuff to place on the boss where healing's going to be an issue, or through a phase where the buff does increase physical damage so that you can stop or reduce the amount of healing that you need to do. And the final Arcanist spell that's available for you is at level 34, and this is Eye for an Eye. This is a really nice instant cast spell with a recast time of 180 seconds. This places a barrier around a single party member or a pet, and it has a duration of 30 seconds. Now when this is up, there's a 20% chance that when an enemy or a boss hits the barrier, they will deal 10% less damage for 20 seconds, so it's a really great spell to use on a tank. Like Virus, this is, again, a really great spell to use when damage is already or is about to become a problem, and you want to reduce the amount of healing that you need to do. Now there are 3 spells left for you to choose from for your White Mage, and these are all available from the Thaumaturge class. The first is available as a level 6 Thaumaturge, and is Thunder. This is a 2.5 second cast, direct damage dealing spell with a recast time of 2.5 seconds. It deals lightning damage for a potency of 30, and then puts a damage over time spell on the target for a potency of 35. This lasts for 18 seconds. Now this could be useful when you're soloing as a White Mage, or for a boss fight where you need that extra little bit of damage to burn through a phase, but it's not going to help you at all for your healing, so if you're just concentrating on healing, you might want to avoid this one. The penultimate spell here is Short Cast, which is available at level 8. It's an instant cast spell with a recast time of 30 seconds. This makes sure that your next spell cast within 10 seconds won't be interrupted. So it's a great spell if you know that an enemy or a mob that you're fighting has a tendency to interrupt, and you need to absolutely guarantee that your next heal will go off. And our final spell for the White Mage is Swift Cast, which is available at level 26 Thaumaturge, and is again an instant cast spell, and this time has a recast time of 60 seconds. This guarantees that your next spell cast within 10 seconds will cast immediately, so it's great for saving the tank, or in fact, anyone else in your group who's about to die that you need to keep up, and it can be a real lifesaver in dungeons and raids. So to summarise, there's a total of 7 spells to choose from for your White Mage, where the first 2 aren't really important, so that leaves you with a choice of 5. For a pure healer, I think your best bets are Virus, Eye for an Eye, Short Cast and Swift Cast, although Thunder could come in handy for some fights, so it's best to do your research beforehand and find out where you might need that extra damage, as you can swap your spells mid-dungeon or raid. But that's it for the video today, guys. I hope you enjoyed watching. As always, if you did enjoy the video and or you found any of it useful, please do like, favourite, share it with your friends and subscribe to my channel for future content. You can do so by clicking on the screen now. Leave me a comment and let me know what you thought of the video, or if you have any preference on future videos you'd like to see. You can also follow me on Facebook at facebook.com/RockGamingHD and on Twitter at RockGaming. I'm also going to try and stream a bit more on Twitch, so my address there is twitch.tv/RockGaming. I'll probably announce when I'm doing this on Twitter and Facebook, so it's best to follow me there if you fancy checking out the stream sometime. But until next time, guys, take care.